Hey guys, you can get more Airbnb bookings by changing this one setting on your Airbnb listing. And to show you this, I want you to open up the Airbnb platform either on your desktop or on your phone and switch to travel, searching your area for any property, any size. Once the results load, you'll see that there's an option for filters. On your desktop, this will be on the top right. Click on that and scroll down to features. And what you'll find, finally, is king bed listed in those options as a checkbox. And you may not show up in this search, so now go to your listing to make this one quick change. When you open your listing, under the main tab, scroll down until you see rooms and spaces. Click on your bedroom and edit the sleeping arrangement sections of your bedroom photos. I have a few more really fast tips for you, so stick around to the end of this video. While I have you on your listing, I want to remind you that there's an amenities section that most people miss. There are many yes or no check boxes here that you need to fill out, as many that do apply to you. This gives you an overall stronger score and affects your listing rank on your profile. For the next tip, let's go back to search, just like a traveler again. And again, go back to filters. You'll notice that the very first 6 filters in any neighborhood are considered to be the popular filters. I want you to note what the top 6 are for your area. And just to show you how this works, I want you to search somewhere else, somewhere that has nothing to do with your style of property. If you're in the city, I want you to search by the water, for example. What you'll notice when you go back to filters, these top 6 change. You may remember a couple years ago, Airbnb launched a feature and then they removed it, where just like with categories, you could select popular amenities along the top instead of them being in filters. They took this away because I believe it competed with the categories section, and Airbnb believes categories are going to be their way that they keep you and guests on the platform, as opposed to places like VRBO or Booking.com. Here's a tip if you have multiple similar properties. What I want you to do is go to your multi-calendar, airbnb.com/multi-calendar. I have a lot of videos to talk about the multi-calendar. Here's one that I think you'll like as well when you're done with this video. Make sure to watch that next. But for right now, while you're in the multi-calendar, you can click an individual listing and go to its individual calendar. And on the right side, you'll see all the pricing and availability sections because they moved them. For one listing, I want you to keep your cleaning fee if you have one. For the next listing, I want you to change it to a management fee. And I would even like you to drop that management fee and cut it in half and add that exact price to your daily rate. Unless you have big houses where your cleaning fee is over $100, then in that case, take your cleaning fee, move it to the management fee, deduct $30 from it, and then add that back to your daily rate for dates and weekends. This will allow you to collect a little bit more money on longer stays. I then want you to watch your performance on both listings. This is how you split test a cleaning fee versus a no cleaning fee strategy. The guest is going to pay roughly the same price, but how they see your prices will change on the front end. This will allow you to find out if you are losing customers more on the total price side or on the cost of your cleaning fee side. And another example of a split strategy you can run, if you'd like to try it out, is to keep a cleaning fee, but then for the second listing, cut that cleaning fee down, say $30 or in half, and add that to your nightly rate. So now you're split testing a higher cleaning fee versus a smaller cleaning fee with a higher nightly rate change. Over the course of a month, you'll find out if this affects your occupancy and your total end of month revenue. This is the stuff that bigger players do. My students with larger portfolios can split test multiple things every week, because what's important for split testing is you have 2 control groups where you only change one thing. They'll take a batch of apartments and split test one setting here, take another batch of apartments and split test one setting there, and they can more rapidly find out what's working season to season. The next thing you can do to increase your bookings without needing multiple properties is to open ChatGPT, then open your listing, copy what you've written for your listing, and ask ChatGPT to rewrite that in second person. You can even ask ChatGPT to make the writing more expressive and colorful and add a call to action to encourage someone to book your Airbnb property in those paragraphs. This is great if you're not a skilled copywriter. It can increase your click-through and your engagements on Airbnb. Here's a bonus tip for you on this. A lot of people don't know this, but Airbnb's interest algorithm tracks more than just views. It tracks messages sent. If somebody clicks on your listing and then sends you a message, that is another variable that increases your rank on Airbnb. So your call to action could simply be an invite for them to message you about some topic. This one is really effective. I recommend you use it. And speaking of having conversations with guests, this is the beginning of you getting a 5-star review. A lot of hosts have expressed a nervousness about asking for a 5-star review after the fact. Once a guest leaves, what do we talk about? It seems a little cheesy just to say, hey, thank you so much for your stay. Please remember, leave us a 5-star review. The best place to change this is to set up a conversation before they arrive. Many hosts surprisingly don't do this. They don't ask their guest about their stay. They don't get involved to be helpful during their stay. And this is a perfect opportunity to say something unique enough that can be referenced later. Even if you send the same guest a scheduled message, which I'm going to be teaching in a webinar about the Pro Tools features here in about a week or two, so sign up for that as well. But when you automate messages on Airbnb, you can send all of the guests for a certain property a very similar message, changing just their name and minor details, and still have it automated right through the Airbnb platform. That message could include a very expressive recommendation for a local restaurant or a local event, something that you can bring up later. And then you can say, hey, thank you so much for your stay. Did you get a chance to enjoy that one restaurant I recommended? And they'll say yes, or they'll say no. And then you can have a short conversation about their stay. Inside of that conversation, you can close it out and say, hey, please remember to leave me that review. It means so much and it's super helpful for me as a host. What this does may seem obvious, but it actually increases your 5-star review percentage because it reminds the guest that you cared in the first place. And when they go to leave a review, they'll consider things like this on whether or not they thought you were a 5-star host, because you want to remind them that your 5-star review is about your service and not just about the quality of the property. So if you are doing Airbnb with cheaper properties where your furniture isn't amazing or where your property is not amazing, this is an example of a way to start giving that 5-star quality service that can still get you the great review. I have a playlist on this YouTube channel full of tips and topics, everything that you could ever want to know about how to Airbnb. Thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you on the other side.